What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're looking at a hand history from Lucas. Lucas played on ACR, and I think that's the 88 OSS-301, and basically almost took it down, made a deal, and yeah, happy days. Let's see how he did it. All right. So first off, you start with a pretty short stack, right?
Right.
Super late reg. How often do you three bet here?
Less than half with Jack 9 suited. I would treat it more off-suited hands. With Jack 9, I block his open falls, but basically close to no uh four bets. So
Okay,
I block the wrong part of the opener.
yeah, it doesn't wanna call very much. Get this board. Big bet, pair board, multi-way. What's going on?
Not sure. Just betting.
Okay, he calls. We get to this turn. Guess we check now. Or do we? SPR is one who have the top pair. Yeah, check, bet. So when he bets like that, I think he caps himself a little bit. So you check raise, okay. Call. With deuces.
Okay, that explains the play, I guess.
Okay, so you probably had the mark on him.
Yeah, if the guy's gonna call deuces, it's good, right?
Yeah, he likes to call a lot, right? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Bit of a station.
So Josh, if you see this ever, you like to call a lot. Pocket deuce, can give it a little call. Okay, so bet small, we have the deuce of diamond, no chance of a straight, I guess we just fold. 4-5, okay. Two. Okay, thinks it's a call, right? Easy call. Alright. Top it off. Easy fold. So check, check. Do we see bet here multi-way against a small blind? And the big blind? Probably not, right? What do you guys say? What do you guys think?
Ace high board opening from EP, I typically just range bet small.
Yeah,
If you did have one to check back, this is not a bad candidate.
I would normally check, I think, but I see merit for both. I think it depends what the other two cards are, like 6, 7. Yeah, I don't know.
If you do, this is a good one because it's also a rainbow board. Both players are going to defend heavily from suited combos, so you're just going to get some folds, especially when soft double barrel here.
That's a check card if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh, kind of a gross river.
Don't think it matters.
Uh, so I mean, he's gonna have bluffs from things like 8, 9 here sometimes, maybe some 6, 5. But I'm just gonna fold.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call.
Who wants to
population,
call?
when
I wanna
population
call.
leads like that.
You're a station dually.
Yeah.
Fold
I
your
know.
hand.
I know.
I agree
I know
with
I'm a station.
Galen, like you would have to turn a appear into a bluff. If you don't trust people in doing that, you just fold, right?
Well, finish your thought, please, Louis. I wanted to hear.
For me, it's an easy fold. Population doesn't lead. With a
Same.
balanced range here, especially for this size. If you would have bet small, I probably fold anyway, cuz you don't beat top pair.
Tristan, he has to turn a pair into a bluff, or he has to have floated you on the flop with some obscene shit, which it happens a lot probably in dualies games, which is why he wants to call. Cause the guy's gonna show up with 9-4 here.
It's
Like a
the
Yeah,
fold.
opposite in my games. It's like when I agree with Louis, like whenever they go more than 60%, they just all of their bluffs drop all of the sudden.
It's two pair plus,
I
Yeah.
see.
two pair plus here, always. Yeah, easy fold.
Suited 7-6,
Then if
7-8,
if,
6-7.
yeah,
what about like ace jack? You don't think like maybe ace ten, ace jack are doing that?
yeah, that,
Sure,
I think
sure.
ace ten would bet a quarter, a third. I don't
Even
think
ace
people
queen.
go big enough here with that next.
You're going big on a card
Or
that's
maybe
pairing
60,
the.
right? Like if I have ace 10, I'd probably be 60. I'm not gonna pot, but like, doesn't mean it's bad. But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know if they
what's
show
your
up with ace
reasoning for
10.
folding here, Luca?
What you said probably suits best. They just, first of all, small blind versus under the gun. I mean, what is he gonna turn into a bluff? 8-9, as someone said. I don't know. I mean, population, as you said, when it's a big sizing, river leading against your early position. I mean, he's not gonna be bluffing. I think if he were to bluff, he would choose a smaller sizing. That's what at least I think of population.
Mm-hmm.
So easy fold.
Yeah.
For me.
I like it. How often do you three bet here?
Here's the thing, right? If you three bet and you get four bet on, it's kind of shitty. Like they don't four bet like the ace X suited that they should. So I rather call and probably like trap a squeeze out of the blinds.
So his
Okay.
answer is not very frequently.
Not
Jamming's,
in the button. I mean, in the button you have like how do you say it? Total position. It's
Is
not
this a
total position.
bounty?
Absolute position, not bounty. So
hey, I do
like
have a question, Lucas. So like, the big blind is very, very short. So what if he squeezed jams and then we got the runs, decides to, go all in? How are you handling a hand like this since you're flatting pretty strong here?
well, yeah, I'm probably calling like top of my
Okay.
like if I don't call this to that, I just don't call anything, right? To
Yeah,
that. Like
okay, good.
so
I
ace king
agree.
I'm not flatting, like jacks plus I'm not flatting. So if the top of my calling range, I'm probably just gonna run it, right? Like I don't know, let's say I call tens or ace queen. I'm just if they both go all in, like that's the reason I do the call, right? To kind of get a trap from lower hands I dominate. It's very early on, like whatever. If I lose, I just re-entry and whatever. It's ACR.
Okay, where is it? Here. So just call. Solution,
Yeah.
we could go all in a little bit. We can call plenty.
I think like this is all like all 30 stacks. If you have a small blind on a big blind on this, a small stack on the big blind, do you think you would call more often or less often instead of
Probably
jamming?
more often, right? Because
Right,
you wanna trap.
exactly. So that's probably my thought process.
Okay, so
Look,
wait.
this is exactly what happened. This is the case that I was trying to mentally prepare for.
So he goes in,
Yeah, I think the reason I call is to probably get this. Like this is,
No,
I think a very good spot. I don't think I'm scared of this if I already made the call, right? Like
Well, you're
he's
flatting
gonna,
very strong, Lucas. Like you can't fold this hand, I think, if you're playing
yeah.
flat with this. Now, if you play three bet with this and then the big blind goes in and then one girl, two cups decides to, go in, then, it's a little bit stronger of a range. But
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think you fold that though, to be honest, at that point.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my reason behind the flatting. I rather have a weaker range perceived. And also it's important, like I have total position in case multiple flats happen. So probably in the cutoff or another position, I would be more inclined to three bet. But being in the button, it's the right, it's
What,
the position I want
what
to
a
flatten.
disrespectful YouTube video that guy is.
Hmm. Okay, so very fancy rejam here. Ace deuce. Who does that?
That guy.
That guy. Must not be many like him.
They're on ACR.
I guess we call here. Check. I guess in the sandwich. It's gonna be tough to bet here. You find a bet. Why is that?
Well, I have a lot of turns that are good for my hand. So
Okay.
I have a clear turn strategy, I guess. And also I'm at the lowest of my range, right? I have little less than, I think all the queen 10, queen 9, jack 10, 10, 9, all that are like my lowest holdings. So I bet little being in the sandwich, as you said. I just pick the best and the worst hands. I'm polarized, right? I get EV by them folding whatever, right? Because I have queen high.
Queen
Okay.
high, not the best.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? When you get called here, it's like.
No, I mean, like, not the best, so I like that we're doing this as being I like your, rationale. Lucas.
I would just fold.
Yeah, I
Makes it
think the
easy
turn
for us.
strategy, if I get called, is easy. Like if there's a 9, a 10, a queen, a diamond, I can consider betting or not.
Yeah,
But
pick up equity and then just barrel off. You so please.
So what about cold calling here? What do you think about that?
I like
uh,
it.
How often would you four bet? How often do you cold call?
This isn't a PKO, no?
No,
no.
No,
So
Alright, Lucas, your turn.
it's an interesting question. Like, I think the position has a lot to do with it. I would never trap him from the blinds. You don't want to be out of position here. Also, the SPR is a big thing. Like, if I'm 200 blinds deep, I'm always for betting. I'm not trapping. But if you are more likely to get the chips in less streets, then that's when I want to be trapping the most. Also, aces split their equity a lot multi-way, so you want to kind of avoid that. Here you can get called by, like, I don't know, a bunch of guys, so I don't really like this as a trap. You want to be multi-way less frequent.
okay, but you're about to trap.
How about you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And finally, we don't really have we don't really have too much of a cold call range here generally in vanilla, I would think.
Dooley, or no, I'm sorry, I saw Dooley using tools. I was gonna say Louis. What are your thoughts about cold calling here?
Well, you know. Not a bad idea. I'm trying to do more cold calls, cause,
I think cold calling here is not great at all. Why would you want to,
what would you do with like, pocket nines here? Would you fold?
Fold, yes, happily.
you could consider
Halfway
folding. Dude,
See,
so
I
What
think
about
like,
like ace 10, ace jack, ace queen suited, king queen suited?
I mean, those make great four bets because
bet.
like as a bluff, because you're blocking like kings and
Mm.
queens and they have robust equity and like, what's he gonna do with ace jack when you four bet him? Like, you're getting like very competitive hands out of there.
Can we see this on GTO? Like it's pretty, how do you say, all kind of the same stacks, except the big blind, we all have around the same.
Most
You're not
of
gonna,
their
you're not gonna
ranges
see
are
it.
built without a cold call option.
You're not gonna see it in GTO. You're not gonna see this cold calling in GTO. Whiz.
I mean, if there's a little bit of call calling, it's gonna be built off the aces, right? So there might be some like some aces and then some like whatever, ace jack suited. And queen suited, maybe, like, I don't know. I feel like if there is any calling range, it's gonna start with the aces.
it's not even in the range.
No.
Well, it's hard to say. I don't even know if like their ranges for this spot that you're referencing were built out with cold calling capabilities.
Yeah,
At
that's the
60
thing,
effect.
right? I don't think that was the
That's
case.
what I said, hello?
Look, we
Yeah,
flat,
Okay,
Hello?
okay,
Hello, hello?
hello.
hello.
there is 10 big blinds in the middle, we
There's no
flat, like,
calls in
for
this.
what reason?
Yeah, why don't we construct the range? Like, why don't we use a range analyzer and why
I muted Dooley.
Why? He's
You
asking.
do with HRC.
He was about to pop off.
He was being obnoxious.
But there is that tool if we'd like to
I'm
consider
gonna
trying to
run
build
it in
one. But
HRC maybe.
Can you do with AI?
I don't know about cold calls with, that tool. But you could do it with HRC fairly easily, if you really were that curious.
Majority of the time it would be a four bet. So we go with the cold
I'd
call.
like to lower the SPR here a little more. Go for the 4-bet.
Well, you don't necessarily wanna play aces 60 effective multi-way.
Now it's
Yeah, I was
tricky,
being
right?
genuine. Like, I want to. I agree with you. I would 4-bet every time.
Me too.
Now it's tricky, right?
Well, I don't
You
know.
just call?
Maybe, I think you just maybe, I don't know, clicking it in or calling. Like if the guy that, if Truth Wizard has something like Jack 10 of diamonds here. Like, I don't know if you really want him coming along or like bad hearts, so I don't know.
But one could have
Queen.
9-10 already, so you don't wanna put 60 in against that, right? And then you have the ace of heart. So, two good reasons to call.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. It's definitely a competitive option here.
Lucas raises. So you prefer calling or raising here, Lucas?
I mean, if I'm gonna call with a combo of aces, it's definitely the one with the heart on the club. That being said, like the way I see it is, if I trap pre-flop, I maybe wanna start like I may wanna start, cutting the trap right now, like multi-way on a lot of turns that could be bad, just at least like cutting it down to one more card. Like if you call, okay, I got the SPR over one in the turn, so I can jam if it's a tricky spot. But let's say I call and he calls, right? It's
Yeah, we
complicated.
don't.
And if Truth Wizard jams and the other guy jams, I mean, I can get away with aces maybe. With two potential set holders.
You're just gonna go here.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't fold this spot, but
Yeah.
you don't love it either.
You love it.
Yeah, but imagine it comes ace high and then you cost yourself so much EV by flatting pre.
Yeah, or imagine you actually talk yourself into finding a fold somewhere post flop here.
Alright. Big stack. 150 big blinds here. We super late red, right? So now this.
I mean, he had 30 big blinds. It wasn't that late.
Wasn't that?
Well, I mean, max late reg is 10 big blinds.
Okay, so how many levels then you think we are?
I don't know. What is this, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of late reg still? It's ACR. I don't,
I think we're like halfway there. Like if the late rush was 2 hours, we're probably like 1 hour and something in.
Oh no. Okay. What did I press?
row.
Okay, 9 suited. What's your general strategy here? Do you like over calling, over folding?
I overfold definitely, but I wouldn't fold this kind of hand because we're deep. I would fold it against a shorter stack. This is a hand that wants to play pretty deep stack.
Right? And when would you do the all the way to 5-4 suited?
Mm, The thing is, like, this is a 8 table, 8
I don't think
players
we
table.
opened 5-4.
First of all, yeah, that, and second, like, the lowest are the ones with the more, they're more affected by, how do you say, car removal effect. So you're gonna hit the straights and the two pairs and the three of a kind less often with the lower holdings. Because they folded the deuces, the threes, the fours, the five, the six more often, right?
Mhm.
If there was like a 5-handed table, I would like more the lower suited, like a 5 max or something.
Alright,
No folding any.
so we call. Tricky flop,
Just easy fold.
is it?
Yeah. I think so.
Even the jack is not that good. Like, I mean, it's great, obviously, but he could have ace king. Like, you don't have.
I'd probably
Really,
fold hearts too, honestly.
You pull hearts
I think so.
for that size. Maybe that's right. Yeah, 98%. Let's see. What does he bet? Like a third?
Yeah.
Quarter?
It's like a turd.
Do you need that and hearts?
9-8 hearts are okay. Alright,
are bluffing. Even.
Okay. Any three bets here? Or you
This is
prefer-
not a bad,
I
this is not a bad one.
yeah, it's a good one. I think you wanna be picked this.
I three bet more queen nine suited and king nine suited because of the blocker and of the
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're finding some from the nines, the suited nines, it
Yeah,
doesn't really
yeah.
matter how you split it.
Yeah, and
agree with you.
I think I have a lot of frequency of three betting from all the offsuited hands that I'm BPIPing. I don't, I hardly flat call with offsuited hands, so I put more the hands that connect well on the calling side, especially.
The one nice thing about using the jack high is you can knock out, like hands behind you that dominate your suit a little bit. Like whatever, king three of spades in the big blind type stuff.
Yeah.
Push, fold. Open three bet fold. Bit closer, still a fold. What do you do with king queen suited here? You fold?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, little push. What are we supposed to do here? Check back,
Jamming your suited tens are probably not bad.
okay.
Jack eight, a little bit loose there.
No respect.
Oh,
Oopsie.
Truth wizard, he's always got it.
Okay, that's an
What is
ambition.
this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a jam or call.
This is the
probably.
wrong part
Cut off
of.
hijack. It's if he's a little deep.
Are
I
you
think
calling
you
off?
bet.
I guess
No,
you're
no,
calling
this is
off.
a three bet
no,
bluff.
no. This is fine. These offsuit
Why bluff
aces,
from
you
the
let them.
9 though? Like this one's way too good to turn into a bluff in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I agree, but
What's the range look like, Louis?
I think like you wanna use offsuit aces sometimes, but
You
I think
do.
like this one doesn't get better aces to fold, does it?
Might
Ace
come in
ten
at like
off,
30.
ace jack off.
Very
I
few.
agree. I maybe had like stats on him that he three bets to he falls to a three bet more, so I'm more inclined. But yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
calling with this also. You
You
have
do
double
have more HUD
domination.
capabilities, that's true.
Come on, you did it because he three bet you 3 times already and you were tilted, so you just had to
So
give it a
Louis,
click back.
you need to find something a little more
Huh?
ICM adjusted if you wanna really see how those ranges are gonna behave.
So maybe what, 75%?
It's probably closer to 37 cuz he registered,
Kinda late.
I don't know, it's gotta be 9
So
stone bubble, huh?
we got what? We got him opening from 20 bigs from hijack, and then we're super big deep stack, 80 big blinds, and everyone is.
Average is, if you just find someone like around low 20s and you're covering by at least 2x, you should see pretty good results. That seems probably fine. If, well, you'd have to look at the hijack
Yeah,
open
that,
or
oh, that one's good.
Hijack,
hij- hijack versus big blind would be pretty close.
well, that's exactly what it is.
Good. So you see some of the worst ones kinda like you identified, Louis. But yeah, it's definitely a part of the strategy, pulling from this region. It's probably even better if you're like, the closer you are to the money bubble.
And if you didn't decide to
Now
three,
this one,
do it's just a call, what? Sorry, I saw that.
You'd have to call
Yeah.
Scotty, yeah.
I would squeeze a lot here.
Maybe it's 3 bet, I'd 3 bet too.
3 bet call, I
both
think
are
are both
great.
good, yeah.
Yeah. Probably like 50-50. Maybe button even is like doing 70% calling or something. But it's kinda nice to potentially box out that big blind guy who's
You gotta
short.
find a different one there, Louis, cuz it's 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relative to the big blind.
So probably. 90,
Yeah,
50.
Artur says 3 bet when we have 90, he has 50. But if we had 40, then he likes flat. Interesting.
Okay, 90, 50. And then he's hijack, right? Button cutoff hijack.
Big blind's only got 20 though. 18.
Big blind here's got 18, or
Yeah.
what's your sim have? You just need a short big blind as part of the,
No, a
the thing.
short. Wait,
Both blinds.
Yeah, you get short big blind.
okay, so a big.
So
blind
that's 16,
20.
17, what are these?
So
So
16 big
31.
blind, 50 button, and then there is a 20 hijack. Third one down is pretty good, or the cutoff has got 45.
Hijack's got around 40 though.
We're the button, right? Well, we
You
could be
are.
the cutoff, I guess.
You just
Yeah,
need to be
that's
a
why
little
you
deeper
have
than
one with a
23.
button 50 above.
The third one down, Louis, at the top, that one, you have 50, 16 in the big blind, and then there's 45 from the cutoff, which is like not too bad of a representation.
Okay, king, queen off, can do. Whatever you want,
Just don't fold.
but the thing is,
So now,
now.
This is a hard node. I don't really, okay, you can
That's
actually
an easy
model
fold.
that. You can, well, is it? Go, run it through the whiz real quick. Just go look
oh,
at the
king,
thing.
queen suited, probably, bottom.
So, I wouldn't upload it, cause you're not gonna get, you have to actually just manually click the nodes. Yeah, now you'd fold. This guy jams,
There's some
and,
calls, right? You
and
need to
it's
call with
pretty,
king, queen suited.
it's pretty close.
You
with
need to
regards
call with ace ten off. Those kind of. Right?
All
Oh,
depends
he
what.
calls. You found a call here.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out what he jams. Oh my god,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
whatever.
The turn, we're like, oh my goodness. And then the river, like 1 out, 2 outs.
Or
Yeah, four. Feels like an easy fold here.
Take that, titty binks.
I think that's a good jam. Could we three bet here?
Suited double gapper 9-7. This is like about as wide as you would. Maybe, I think you do VPip regardless.
Versus low jack, we probably don't three bet. Maybe if it was a little bit of a later position open.
going back one, is that ace three jam against 20?
It was
Close to-
against 20, 23. Oh, you're just folding. Look at that.
Pulling a chippy V.
Is that at all close to non-standard or is that just standard for you guys?
It is on the cusp of him being too deep
Okay,
in my mind.
okay, good.
Yeah, and I probably.
Be tempted to
the
run it there.
bubble- The bubble is getting closer, so I just run them over.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
The closer to the bubble, the better it probably becomes.
right.
Okay, what's your strategy here?
Probably three bet.
Pure? Yeah, I think it's good.
So open, three bet, call.
Yep.
Good flop. Facing a check. I almost wanna stab here.
Call a raise.
Yeah, this is good enough to go for stacks. I mean, if I bet and he raises, I'm happy to jam.
Bet, raise, and you're gonna jam yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. What's the best play? Here? Bet, raise. Tough stuff, tough spots, right? I guess jamming is okay, but I'm not sure if we actually do it in the machine. Ah. Full frequency almost. Okay, so let's look it up.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 40 something percent against everything. The body's big enough. Why not? Any ace X suited with a gut shot is gonna be pretty happy to jam.
Okay, so there's a lot of click back here. Hmm. Very
You're
nice.
allowed to call.
Alright. He push, he calls. What is he gonna show? Ace jack, ooh. So he's
Look, even
favorite,
with
right?
ace jack, which is like kinda the worst thing that he could have for us.
Yeah.
It's between the worst hands he could have. I mean,
Mhm.
I rather him having like queens or kings. And yet I'm 46.5, right? So it's a monster.
Well, he could have 10-8, he could have jack nine, could have like nines, jacks.
Sure, sure. But I think against them I'm pretty good too.
We hit the river. Whoa. I wanna see. Yeah, okay,
Hmm.
so open. Jam. Yes, that's a call. Oh.
I don't mind if you fold this one.
Damn,
How do you guys feel about this one?
I think it's pretty border. I mean, I.
What are you gonna
like,
do?
we can run it, right?
You can fold Louis, obviously. What do you mean, what are you gonna do?
Ah,
You're gonna call or you're gonna fold? If you're not gonna call, you're gonna fold.
I didn't really think folding was an option.
Let's see, 8-8.
Am I wrong?
We jammed.
Big blind.
Yeah, am I wrong thinking you'd never fold here?
I don't know.
Uh,
I would fold.
180 big
so-
blinds?
why don't you do this, Louis? What do you think Truth Wizard's flats there? Like, do you think he has better pairs than eights in his flatting range sometimes?
We should.
Maybe, but kind of rare, right? If he's
He
really,
should.
good, maybe. Big
He
maybe.
sh-
Sometimes.
He
I would
should,
agree.
he should,
He should.
but. Who knows?
Do you think the squeeze is squeezing worse? Like, is he taking pocket sevens there, the
Mhm.
geologist, and he's just saying I'm all in? Pocket sixes?
Well,
Could be.
if I have sixes here, I'm calling, but if I have sevens, I think I jam.
So the thing is, if he has sixes and sevens, that's fine, but he still has, if he's squeezing nines, tens, jacks, queens, kings, aces, we're crushed way more than we're ahead, right? So
So you'd like folding sometimes here, Kevin?
I'm always folding here.
I just think it's very
I'm not sure.
close. If they're on the nittiers, okay, if I see the geologist and he's got like absolute maniac stats, I'm not folding. But if they look normal or on the tighter side at all, I'm going to just pass.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what
it's
about,
pretty border,
so
right?
you'd fold eight, sevens, what about nines? Would that be your call?
I'm just gonna categorize like sevens to nines basically as the same hand in my mind.
Okay,
And I'll draw the line at tens personally.
okay. Okay, Lucas. Fearlessly runs it. It's the eight.
Yeah, I like going based on stats, kind of.
Oh, another thing in ACR, like if it's the last level or the last levels of the late registration and they have like around the starting stack, and there's that money, I think they're jamming.
They'll
like-
spew for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
tournament phase, like the context matters as well. I agree with that.
So the end of a late reg under starting stack, you think they punt a lot?
Yeah, like ACR, there's a lot of reentries, everyone knows that, so they just like, a lot of them are like, okay, all in, so I either have more chips or I make reentry and I have the same chips.
Yeah, I mean, some players for sure are doing that, but you don't know which players and you don't know if it's that guy or not. So I think it's a bad, I think
Yeah.
it's a bad strategy to say, oh, well, I'm gonna be loose because I think most people, some people are getting
And
too
I have
out.
170 blinds, right? So
Man,
it would be different if I have like a 50 or something.
I still think it's good to play the best strategy. Not getting in them what people are thinking.
How much did you win in the last 2 weeks, Lucas?
Around 20k, 20 something, 21, 22, probably.
Not too bad. Three calls.
Nice life when you hit your two outer, you know?
Oh, dang. Okay, so here do you call or do you fold?
Ace of clubs, I'm probably not folding. Oh, there are only one club in the club. I don't know.
They don't have many docks here theoretically, right?
I mean, if I'm
He's not,
fold,
he,
I
he's
think
not
if I'm not
dunking.
if I'm folding
Oh,
ace
right.
king, I think it's a little too much. I think it's, I mean, I can't just call the pairs, right?
I'm never folding.
It's too much, maybe, folding this.
I don't know, cause you're not
You're a
looking
little
at action, this guy
far from the
could
mic.
pops it on you, it feels like a very frisky call, it's a. I don't know. Don't know how to play this spot.
He's near the top of his range. I mean, I'm calling.
Okay,
Yeah, Lucas, your mic was a bit far from your mouth, I think.
Okay.
It was hard to hear.
I think I would check this back.
wait,
You just value bet
Okay.
the best hand.
let's go back.
Nothing.
So under the gun open and we just flat here. Right off the bat. right?
Yeah, this is great. Look at every single stack is a rejam stack. I mean, you can three bet too, but
Oh, so if he didn't dunk, then I'm definitely not folding.
Yeah, it's just a, like a C bet where, although he shouldn't really bet much this board, I don't think, in theory.
Okay, but thing is, the
Against
big
you.
blind's in the hand. It's a pretty good board for the big blind.
Ah, it's not a
Alrighty.
nothing board.
So
Wait,
you
you wanna
call
fold
and
ace
then-
king here, Louis? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm wondering, I don't know how to play this.
Alright,
He doesn't
Okay.
even have offsuit fours. Like, he doesn't have offsuit twos. He doesn't have offsuit fours, the big line. Like, I'm not, this board's not that great for him, honestly. He doesn't have, he shouldn't have 5-3 off probably, right? Like, so. EP, they're pretty tight, the big, they should be a lot tighter in the big line.
Okay, now you bet, fold, win.
What about checking the turn because we have so much showdown?
what happened on turn?
He checked, we bet, he folded.
Oh,
Yeah, like, I don't know what our worst ace X off flats are, but I mean, might bluff. I mean, this, so we don't have many. This might be okay, but I would check.
yeah,
You get check
I don't think
raised.
we need to bluff this one.
Yeah, you get check
I
raised.
don't
it's
think it's a
miserable.
Is
bluff.
this a bluff? That's the question, is this a bluff? It's more of a
I think,
merge.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of protecting myself against a river bet that I'm kind of indifferent at. So it's kind of like a freeze bet, but it's also value because he has a lot of clubs that I'm crushing and a lot of ace-x. I don't
Ace
think he's
queen,
folding
ace
any
jack.
ace-x, really.
So it's
And
not a merge unless you get better to fold. What better hands are folding?
no, more for
I
like
know, I'm not, Danny
Oh.
said it was a merge.
Yeah, no, I guess you're, I mean,
I,
could you make like
I didn't say it
sevens
was a
fold?
merge. I think he said it, but what I get from it is that it's like multiple reasons. First of all, like simplifying the hand, right? He just check raise, we fold. He just dunks on the river big. We can contemplate folding. I don't think they find that with less than ace king. So it's more like to simplify the hand. If we check and we like a bad turn comes, like a jack, a 10, a queen, and he bets big, he it's kind of tricky, right? So it's to simplify the hand. It gets a little bit of value. It that's what I think he meant by merging. Like it accomplishes several things, right?
Alright,
Thank you for your generous interpretation.
No, because that's probably
pretty
what
much what I meant, yeah.
and why I bet this type of hands.
hmm. This is close, right?
I
What do
think
you guys think here?
a little bit more.
Feels very close to me.
I would
I'm
fold.
folding.
Let's call.
I mean, he does have worse. He's squeezing suited broadways, right? But
But
I
he,
kind of
he's
prefer
squeezing-
this to the pocket eight spot, to be honest.
he's squeezing into a protected pot.
ace ten suited, I call for sure. This one, I'm like, whatever.
Protected pot.
Oh no, the
Eh.
Mormon hadn't done it yet.
That
it
doesn't really matter.
Got 200 big blinds too, though. I might flick it. Shouldn't matter, but.
Uh-oh, is that a case of I have the big stack, so I play loose?
Oh, yeah, you
There's a
know,
lot of people like that here.
winners tilt, you know how it is.
What's wrong with you guys?
I
So
think
Luca,
this is a
what do you
good,
think for
good
this
strong
one?
call.
Just fold.
Close.
I
It's
Scotty, you
button
say
versus
fold.
cutoff.
Jesus Christ, Connie, what do you do? Is it like, would you call ace jacks, Connie?
Yeah, for sure.
Can we find something on the wizard?
I'm about to run it in HRC if you want to. I wish I knew how many people were left. Though, but you
Heads
know,
up
it takes
close enough. Because the other guy's pretty much dead money. He's jamming really wide, 2.5 bigs probably. Like, he's getting in there with a lot of, like, way worse aces. He's got like ace two off, right? He's like, I don't even care about the jam.
He's a big blind, no? Mormon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know,
He
Louis.
just came along, like,
I'm
he's
calling.
gonna come along 70% of the time or whatever.
Yeah.
What's
He's got
the
the
guy
drive
knows,
cards.
Scotty?
He's in good shape.
Is that your
Yeah.
net?
I don't know.
I think I overfolded here probably because like, you know, the guy who's jamming to our left, he knows we have a decent hand. We don't have like shitty because we're going for the showdown either way. We have to dispute the pot, so we probably are chopping down a little of our bottom of our range, right? A little bit tighter. So if he jams into that, I don't think, and he's also gonna have to dispute.
Well,
the
he has
pot,
like
so-
Jack 10 suited, right?
But I
Probably
don't
as
think
far
he's
down as
gonna jam Jack 10 suited because he's gonna have to dispute the pot either way. He's like risking his stack and not even getting fold equity, right? Because the big blind is already in. He's going for a triple up, and a heads up. So I think
Lucas.
that makes
Flip your mic down.
his range, our range tighter and his range tighter. So therefore our calling over jamming, no, over calling range also tighter. If that makes sense. Like I don't think he's jamming Jack 10 suited as much as he should, Jack or Queen 10 suited. I don't know if he should at all, or even the lower ace X suited.
I'm 100%.
He's gonna have to play the pot either way, right? So there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
100%
but no, but
folding
all of
ace
those hands
nine.
still have great equity against whatever random cards Mormon holds, right? So I don't think that really matters.
I'm 100% folding ace nine. Ace 10 felt close. I was gonna say 100% calling ace jack. So ace 10 felt really close.
Yeah, I can agree there. Ace 10 of
Oh, what are you looking at here?
Oh, come on, stay mixed, same mixed ace, Jack.
Oh, near bubble. Are we near bubble? I thought we were in the money here.
No, for sure we're not. The big blind is 2000. I think there's even like last level of late reg.
We're still in late reg.
Yeah, it's ACR. There's
So there's
Oh,
like half the
then
field left,
put-
right?
Yeah, well, in ACR, it's
even
kind of
less.
like quarter of the field probably.
A
'Cause it plays
third, yeah,
so
around the
long.
corner of that.
So
Yeah.
37% maybe. I mean, there's a lot left when there's like at the end of late reg. And a lot of people come in
None of
late.
these sims that we've looked at that Louis has blown by without discussing, since he doesn't like the answer. None of them consider
Here we go.
the big blind being super short.
There we
Well,
go.
you
there's
can't.
this.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
because I'm ruling it out because he has just two big blinds.
I don't think we're gonna find it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm just
I
saying,
can run
just
it in
saying that
HRC.
that affected some people's analysis and it
Yeah.
isn't built into the sim.
So the further we get from the money, the more it's a call, the closer to the bubble, the more it's like, folding or calling, very close.
Oh, it's a whatever hand.
It's a very close spot. That's what I understand from it. I think you can call, you can fold. Probably better off to base your judgment on this guy's stats. You went for the call, which I like.
I don't.
And
I'm saying
what
things
is
I
his
wouldn't
jamming?
redo.
What
right
is
now
their
I don't-
jamming range?
The jamming range, all pairs.
I was sure I was
it-
gonna fold.
He's gonna jam offsuit aces a lot. He's gonna do some shenanigans a lot here.
King, queen, maybe, and then like most of the suited Broadway, right?
Mm-hmm.
If not all.
It's alright. You're gonna HRC that one?
That is the real Mormon, I believe.
Yeah, he's
What's this buy-in?
88.
Nice. Is this the lone core?
No, it's an
OSS
OSS
301.
OSS.
100K warranted. Cut off, opens, button, jams, big blind, any two.
It's a
Mormon
raise.
rebought. So you're
raise.
still in late reg because Mormon's back.
Yeah.
Okay, so raise. Re-raise and then you
He's
call.
back with 25 bigs as well,
What?
which means we
You
still have
feel
a
that
couple
this,
levels.
I'll be honest, Luca, this feels like a jack of hand. Okay, you raise as a bluff. And then you call for value.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
you
ever gonna
probably-
fold to the 7, it's this hand, right?
Yeah, you don't want to give him
Yeah.
chips either on your left. It's no
Or
point.
no.
So I don't know, he feels like he's pretty, you don't wanna play a short SPR with this kind of hand. But okay.
Sure.
What do you think? After you
Yeah, it
raise, you
makes
wanna
sense.
fold here sometimes or no?
No, no, what you're saying totally makes sense. I think this is, I was kind of loosey goosey, I guess.
Okay, eating a sandwich,
Also, like,
stack is too big.
I was sure I was gonna fold the last hand, the ace ten, and I called it in game, so I guess I was kind of loosey goosey.
Okay. Okay, we hit the jack. Gonna check raise here a little bit. You don't? Why is that?
I
Big blind.
think I have I do it more polar. Like Jack nine is right in the like condensed kind of part. Like I can find if I'm finding the check raise, like this is not value or it's kind of whatever, you know. So I'll bluff the gut shots and I don't know, something like I don't know.
So
Probably the
under the
gut
gun
shot.
one is under the gun one is probably not opening offsuit 10. Ace 10-0, maybe some king 10-0, some weight maybe, but they don't have like queen 10-0, jack 10-0, right? Like, so I kind of like this. You're short stacked. You can check raise top pair when you're short. I think it's really good, honestly.
But I think it's interesting to see it.
The machine?
Yeah, why not?
We have way more tens than they do. Like they hardly have any, like I said, the offsuit 10x. They have the suited tens, down to like whatever, 10-8, 10-9 maybe. This short might only be 10-9. Ace 10-0, maybe king 10-0, and that's probably it. Look at their range.
How much chance?
Look, they have no tens.
But pair board, you're defending by raising a lot.
Now, if they had more tens in range, it'd be a little bit different. You might want to have some more checks there, but
It's funny
That's
how
true, you're prob-
Jack nine suited is the one who check raises the most.
That one.
that's sure you probably still raise top pair a ton.
Okay,
That's. It's interesting that the jack nine suited does it so much more than the jack nine offsuit, even with a suit that's the two suits that are the irrelevant suit.
but you know, you need a couple of jacks in your calling range. So, that's good, usually, you know, a part of the deck.
And we have so many tens, honestly. We got a lot of tens. It's raising all those.
Let's get there.
Hmm. Betting here. Should it be small? Think so? It's a pair board.
Pair board. This is just the,
Yeah. Believe this could be a small bet if we wanted. Oh my goodness, what are you doing, Lucas?
Yeah, the problem is he's gonna have some ace highs in his bluffing range here. So like we're behind bluffs as well as value, some bluffs. It's a little rough calling.
Okay, so it is betting plenty here. And it's not really going for one, so that's good to see. A quarter. Uh,
Turn it wants to check call. Oh, I check call.
I'm folding here, honestly.
we didn't look to see what it wanted to do.
We got more stuff lower. We open button, so we got a lot of like low combos that kind of sort of connect that can probably peel and some flush draws, some ace highs.
It's BVB, Ken.
I could, yeah, okay. Forget everything.
But probably, well, does it still apply? Maybe not as much.
Yeah, I mean, if ranges are still wide, you're still gonna have a lot more lower stuff that has more equity.
So
And
why
I think a guy like
Just off.
We
Mormon,
did
I
ISO
think,
pre though.
So we have top and bottom.
Go ahead, Luca. Why would
So we
you
defend
call?
the bottom here on this board.
first of all, I think he would jam probably any ace or all the aces. So if we remove the aces, this is like we have, it's kind of weird, but I think it's pretty, we have nuts at the flop a lot. I know it's not nuts, but you know what I mean? I think we are crushing. And right now, I don't consider I have value, but I still beat his flows. I think he's gonna just call a lot on the flop and see when I give up, he can stab. So I want to have some give ups, but also some check calls that are above his range a lot of the times. I think he's gonna be quite like sticky with a lot of hands on the flop and just gonna bluff it a lot on the turn. So that's probably my reasoning behind this. You can get, if you start folding this to Mormon, he's gonna run you over.
So if you raise pre-flop and he calls, he should only have the middling range. He should lack, a decent amount at the top. And then he lacks the bottom. So like, yeah, he's just got here because he's connected 6-7 is like a middle portion of the range. It's gonna fall.
Alright,
Doesn't have many sixes there, really.
but here, bet small, raise. Fold. Oh. Very loose raise here, jack ten up. Get a 3-bet. 4-bet, fold. Call. 4-bet ace-6 suited, chunky sumo. Oh, yummy.
So he's the guy earlier, he said that might be, squeezing wide to rebuy,
Mm,
but it was probably fine, actually.
then
Maybe
we
he still
call
has
here.
time.
Check, 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 check.
Nice. I would have been tempted to like one the river or something. Maybe not.
Check, bet. Gotta fold. Fold.
I like a squeeze.
Think it's more of a call.
I think we can
Hmm,
squeeze suited,
an
call the
interesting one.
offsuit, maybe.
Very interesting one.
A little bit loose, but great. Little bet. Fantastic. 3.5.
The Boski? Yeah, the Boski.
The Boski!
Bet small.
Bosie's gonna float you.
How
Is
many
it?
barrels?
Okay,
You ready
so
for the next barrel, Boski?
we have the 7 of diamonds here. I think that's a great card for a double barrel, right?
Here it comes, Boski. 8 chips, what do you think? Bam!
Like, yeah, I have a king. And then Lucas,
Calling it
Oh.
pure.
Lucas like, oh yeah, you have a king, but I got rivers.
Check, check, and you win, right? Check, check. Or are you gonna bet? Uh. Okay.
And then fold
Fair
towards
enough.
you.
He's not gonna fold a 10 there if he hit it, right? Oh wait, 4 to his flush, yeah, okay, cool.
Don't think you win.
Yeah, I think you lose. He's gonna have like a 9, right? Oh, you win.
Got him. Sticky Boski, look at that. Very
Hmm.
sticky guy.
I think we could see this in GTO Wizard. I think it's kind of standard. Like, can you fold up any pair with a diamond really on the turn?
I think it's gonna want you to check river, but I could be tripping.
How big a bet do you call on the river? If you check.
He honestly probably would have got me to call the 3 of diamonds there too with that fucking bet.
Well, Scotty, his strategy should be jam or check back. And so do we call a jam? And I think the answer is probably not. But it sucks.
I don't think we can check
Does
fold.
he jam
seven
threes
of
pre-flop?
diamonds on the river.
What was the range? What were the positions?
Blind lead
You
now.
might be surprised, Lucas.
45 big blind effective.
That's a little too deep.
I might be. It is
This,
interesting.
I mean, it's BVB, right? So I think you're probably right, but there are spots like this where you like are bluffing and you hit and then you do play check fold. If the guy goes all in. Show river, Louis.
No. The river
Yeah, of course.
is not a block.
Pure check. And then,
And then he's
if he
never.
jams, what do
he's
we
ne-
do?
Yeah, Luca, what do you do against a river jam?
Start cursing. I think I'm folding. I don't think I've seen Busky a lot. I don't think he. What could he turn into a bluff on the river that is the 4th diamond, right? Like
Ooh,
I don't know.
look at that.
It's check folding.
Yeah.
He's pretty straightforward, right?
land.
But
Yeah,
the thing
he is
is,
pretty-
I think the pattern is clear here. You can call with a 7, right? But you need a good blocker with it, like a 10. Like if you need like to block like something more,
A boat, a
because
What-
the
full house
queen is
blocker.
bad, the queen is bad.
What
the
about
jack is
9-7? Does
okay.
it call with the 9 of diamonds?
Calls more than queen of brick, 7 of diamonds.
Why?
'Cause
Why is the
the-
9 better than the queen?
Cause the queen blocks like all the things that missed, like probably he's bluffing with queen X here, yeah. All the queen X are bluffing. Oh, it's diamonds, not bluffs. Ah, yeah, he's bluffing the single queen of diamonds.
That's not, that's a
That's
flush.
That's not a
flush.
good reason,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's just a flush.
Yeah,
That's not a bluff.
not a good reason.
Maybe it has to do with like king, queen? We want him to have king, queen going for thin value, or is that also only with the diamond? Ah, look, king, queen's thin value somehow. Or is it a bluff?
The
No, it
hard
must
stuff.
be a bluff, huh? Turning trips into a bluff.
Alright, good question. Is it a bluff? Okay,
Regardless, that might be why the queen's bad, cuz we want him to have that sometimes.
Yeah, I think I played it pretty exploitative. I think like he's not gonna find the river raise bluffs. So I can play like bet small fold.
Yeah, in practice, I don't mind block bet there. Don't think it's too thin. Maybe it's too thin.
This is
okay,
Oh.
the oldest spot in the world. Somebody bet, somebody raise, multi-way. You have an overpair. One of them has a flush draw, one of them either has 2 pair or a set. And then you're the guy with the overpair. What do you do?
Fold.
I didn't check to fold, I think.
Lucas
Fuck
goes
this
in.
dude.
Guy has 2 pair, shocking. Really surprised. Oh my goodness. What is it that you like about 7-4 off?
Uh, Again, probably I had stats on, it's a mixture probably of reasons, like I had stats on him. The bubble was probably very, very close. Yeah,
Why not-
it's probably a bubble thing.
Why
Very,
not
very
make
good.
it
And also,
7.4 big blinds? Think that would be a better fit here.
oh, I get it. And also, it's a hand that, like, when it's a clear defense, you just don't turn it into a three bet. When it's, the way I've been taught, I've been coached, is that you wanna three bet the hands that are like even doubting to that they don't really wanna defend, so they just turns into a bluff if you are overdoing it. Like, for example, I don't know, Jack 9, I wouldn't three bet bluff on the big blind, but I would with that probably a Jack 5 offsuit, right? Like the less playability, the more you wanna turn it into a bluff. So I think 7-4 is like, I don't know if I wanna defend. Fuck it, let's bluff it then.
Interesting. Especially if
running
you're gonna
river.
hit deep end. Jesus Christ.
Easy game.
Let's see go in against jacks, of course.
He should never
What a
like call
funny
jacks,
game.
right? I think he could call like aces and kings maybe, but
Yeah.
not jacks.
Okay, okay, I get it, I think. Cause I've seen Galen recently, like. Open shoving 7 deuce off. Opening 7-3 off from the button. I see Lucas here, 3 betting 7-4 off. I think I need more 7 trash hands in my, I think that's it. Anyway,
Right in here?
Galen would be proud of you if he was here. Okay, so open. And then 2 shoves, and then we got the 9-6 suited. What are we gonna do? Guess fold, right? But. Yeah.
I should have called.
Hmm,
Okay, how often do you 3-bet here? It's the same, right?
99%.
Yep.
Probably. I don't know why this is a call.
Okay, and then you check back, interesting. Little 3-bet, I like this one, 4-bet jams. Oh, so open 3-bet. 4-bet. It's a weird, non all in 4-bet, what do you do? What do you make of that?
It looks kinda strong when I see that. I don't know what I did. It's a hard spot. I usually don't 3-bet this. I think I'm starting to watch stuff I wouldn't do right now. So I don't know why this is a 3-bet. Like I have a perfect call hands, so I can call the jams of anyone on my left.
Mm-hmm,
So the more I see, this was probably a call to the open. Too many tables, probably Sunday. But now that I 3-bet and I get 4-betted, it sucks and it's pretty border. And it's if it's close to the bubble, I'm probably folding. He doesn't have enough hands that I dominate. If it's not that close to the bubble, then it's just I hate my life.
it feels like a tough spot here. I don't know what to
Yeah.
do, what do you do?
I probably folded. Right?
Let's see. You 4-bet jam,
5-bet jam.
5-bet jam. Great,
This is a bluff.
calls. Who's bluffing,
Whoa,
Scotty? Tell me, who's bluffing? I think you must have had.
oh, that's bad play.
Interesting.
So a little funky hand. Open jam 16. I think this is a fold. What do you do with king jack off though?
I think I call with king jack off and
What's your
I
floor
mean
here?
probably
Fold king
king 10.
Folding
Yeah.
or calling? King 10.
Calling, maybe, probably. Yeah, again, it depends. Like if the bubble just bursted, I think I'm finding more calls.
Okay. Ooh, very loose here, no?
Yeah.
Bunch of nines. Okay. Yeah, it feels like I would probably fold here. Am I making a mistake?
I think it's a good fold.
Scotty, you're net.
We've established that.
Tough spot.
What's the worst suited king you call?
I think the other day I called in a similar spot King 7 suited against Jeremy Chan.
Oh
And
my.
I didn't know it was Jeremy. Like he was cursing. Like I came into the
Perfect,
Discord channel and he was like, "Oh, you fucking you
perfect,
call me. Are you taking the piss?"
perfect. We love it like that.
So that's probably like around my bottom.
I think like
Nice.
king six suited probably calls. King nine no might be mixing here.
Are you taking the piss?
Are we in the money?
It must be, right? Otherwise you wouldn't.
Yeah,
call.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
would
feel like you
call
have to
either.
be if you're calling this.
Yeah.
Okay, what would be the best model for in the money like this?
Oh, I send me the hand. I have already you know, you can download the payouts. I already did, and I already input them. So, or I'll send you yeah, I'll probably send you the
Oh,
payouts.
well, I have some good structures, so
Okay. Wouldn't GTO Wiz be fine for this? Like just in the money?
I think this one is gonna be very similar to 77.
Fuck, I send you some.
So, wait, what kind of model should we use? Multi-table ICM MTT?
Sure, Monte Carlo multi-table. Yeah.
Okay,
Why don't I download?
so how many players do we think we got left?
I already sent you the JSON file on Discord if you wanna upload the payout structure.
Right. So how many players do we think we've got at this point?
Let's just put. You have to look before and see how many were like in the money. Be below that. I can tell you.
Which means. we got 149 here.
149.
Oh.
Yeah, you can put like 120. I don't know.
So let's say 150 players left, right?
Oh, you wanna see in the bubble how it's supposed to go?
No, not really. More like 140, I guess.
Yeah.
Minimize. Um, open all in. That's it. Very simple. Or do we give him the option to non-open jam? Guess not. Let's just keep it super simple. Oh, it's not gonna be that simple, maybe. Okay, small blind. Let's run it down. A little bit. And then we can see a little bit of the small blind open jamming range. And then. The sub three. Make it 5. And what kind of calling range are we looking at? So king 9 off. Would be the floor here. We said king 10, right? King 9 suited, king 10 off, all aces. Seems like a good calling range. So king 9 would be the ultimate floor, barely makes money. What's in there? Fold, open, fold, open, 3-bet. Oh. Jam? There's a jam here? Am I wrong?
Could be,
See what you do, you just call. Now you jam.
could it be a call?
At this depth. You're calling
Or is
here,
it a? I don't know, is it a mistake?
you're the man of the hour, so you tell me.
Well, I called, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's correct. Well, we can see GPV if the bubble bursted recently.
See what GPV does real quick. Okay, pure call GPV. Open jam. Alright. Okay, you cover. What's the floor of your defending range? I think that's a bit too loose, maybe, with ICM.
No, I think you're supposed to defend one
Think it's
tap.
fine?
Yeah. Yeah, I think. And I don't think there's that much ICM. There's probably like 100 players left around, give or take. We can see when somebody busts. I can see in what position they ended, so I can see at what stage of the tournament we're in.
Does anybody prefer a check jam to a jam on that flop? Of the ace jacks?
No, the guy is too short.
Okay.
What's up, Tim? Okay. Open to big blind. Good. With the cutoff. It's a very noisy range.
What is CI target?
It's the. It's not a I, it's an L.
Oh.
I
What's
never
CL target?
remember.
Is it how accurate we want it to be, or is it
Yes,
a
that's
minimum?
basically what it is.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, still pretty high. 33. And then our big blind calling range. Then we got 8-6 off. It's well in there. Yeah, so even if we ran it down a little bit, like maybe 8-5 is gonna drop off, but it's gonna be tough to get 8-6 to drop off, so it's probably a good defense. Check, bet one. I would think this is a pretty good candidate to check raise. What do you guys say?
Agree. Yeah, gut shot, spade and club, why not?
Yeah.
The five is doubled,
Yeah.
yeah, as clear as it gets probably.
Yeah, we got the upper dangler to the pair card, you know, the spade in case it doesn't go our way. Great check raise. Love it. The six, I think the six we check now. What do you say?
Yeah,
Check and then the eight, I think we block now. Well, how many nines does he have? A bunch of nines. I don't think we can block that. You go for it anyway. No, I don't think it's bad. Facing a river raise, now we're in trouble.
I think this has the perfect blockers for like a trivet jam. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't know, maybe I did it. I'm kind of crazy, but I think like the best bluffs wants to be like blocking the full house. Like the chuper that it's not good really. Is the one that wants to bluff a lot here. But for that to happen, he would have to have a lot of river races as a bluff, which in this board, I don't know. Maybe I did find a trivet jam here. I mean, I've seen really good people do it, but I don't know. I think I did jam this, now that I remember.
Oh my
Yep,
goodness.
ballsy move.
Block bet, raise. Jam. I don't think you're gonna win, cuz I don't think he's raising with a balanced
bet.
range. Anything that you beat, I think he has a bunch of nines or like hands like pocket tens. You know,
And don't you think you can fold that? Like there's a straight with the seven, the board is like I have a lot of full houses.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a pretty great bluff spot, but
I mean, I even have like 7-10
yeah.
here. Going
Oh,
for this.
even folds, okay,
Yeah, I remember this one.
okay.
Pretty ballsy hand.
Yeah, but do you think he really folds like he must have been raising as a bluff, no? There's no way he folds the value hand here, he clicks you.
Some people will fold nines here.
Okay,
Even over pair, maybe. Like you said, tens.
alright, pretty nice spot to take. Okay, so we're at almost there. So say we start from here. And the sub tree. Make it five.
And also, I just looked, and if that's correct, we're supposed to defend like 9-5 off, 6-5 off, 8-5 off. We have all of the full houses here. Like even the, I don't know, pocket sixes.
Yeah, still making good money with the 8-6. Well. Oh, we're at 6 already, so we're gonna have an answer very soon. Okay, so when you super cover like that. You can still defend pretty wide. Like very wide. Like I'd never thought about defending like those. Okay, good to see. Even 5 deuce off. Like I'd never like. I think that's a bit crazy, but okay. I thought 8-5 would maybe go away, not go full frequency, you know, but okay, alright, good to see. Think it's a call.
Yeah.
Was so great until the river. A little three bet, little cheeky three bet, I like it. Oh, we get 4 bet. Also, like, I think like Feels like it's a chippy V three bet. Is it a good three bet like, ICM here? Cause in my mind, the way I would base my strategy here for three bets, I'd need an ace. Ideally like a wheel, some suited ace. Maybe if I feel frisky, I'd pick like a king seven suited. I don't have enough queen nines here three betting.
I think it's good.
I find the three bets with all the like 9x suited. Jack 9, 10 9 not. Jack 9 I would mix. Queen 9, king 9 I would mostly three bet on the small blind against button. You can also like overdo it because they should defend, I think, like really low king X suited, queen X suited. They're gonna overfold, so you can overdo it. And also like click it. They're supposed to click it with a bunch of hands, especially if they knew I overdo it. So I play a lot of exploitative, as you probably seen.
Hmm.
But
Okay. So this one is very deep. Okay, alright, well, I'm happy, cuz it's wheels, maybe a little bit of suited king, so that would have been my strategy. Maybe a little bit less king deuce here, king three, more like king seven, king eight. Then queen
So
nine
w-
is fine, right?
we are around 80 left because a guy just lost in the last hand with that I had pocket nines, and he ended up in position 86.
Do you think it's 5%? 80?
No, no, no. 10% is it's between 5 and 10. 10
Okay.
would be 112 left. It's closer to 5 probably, but it's good.
So in this scenario, small blind is chip leader. In this scenario, we cover, but the other stacks are more like tricky. Ah, see, in this scenario, queen nine is more popular, but still like a lot of wheels, a lot of king seven suited kings. And then
Can
offsuit
you see
aces.
when we three bet what is button supposed to call? Maybe click four bet to see if we want to do some exploiting. See, I don't think they call that wide. I think they fold like the 9-10 suited, 10-8 suited. I don't think they four bet jam the wheel plus the pocket
This
three
is
pocket.
this is the button.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when
I thought you said big blind.
no, big blind, like if he four bets, I'm just I don't think he's bluffing ever. But like, look at all the jams they're supposed to have. They're supposed also to trap you with aces and kings. I don't think they fast play, so it's gonna be easier for us to make more three bet folds, and they're not gonna trap us enough, and they're not gonna flat us enough. I think it's a really good exploit to just go full frequency with a lot of those who are mixed frequency or low frequency. You can over three bet for sure from the small against button. Do you, what about guys? Do you think they are like, I don't know, flatting 5-4, 6-5, 9-7 suited,
No,
king six, king seven?
I don't think so.
Do you think they're finding these four bet clicks and these traps with aces and kings and these
No,
four bet jams with all of these like pocket trees?
they're gonna
Wheels.
overfold and they're never for betting jam often enough.
Yeah, so that's why I play very exploitative from the blinds. I three bet a lot.
We get caught. Our
Yeah.
hand in a cookie jar. Little squeeze here.
It was a race over Limbus. Same thing.
Fold, fold, fold. What a great
So
fold.
what is the worst hand you call? Jacks, tens? Probably jacks.
This is like if you were heads up, it would be an easy call, but now somebody stepped in front of the train, you're like. What do you do with ace king here? Ace king, easy call?
Easy call. Yeah, I'm not folding ace king. Too
Ace
boozy.
queen. What do you do with
Ace
ace
queen.
queen suited?
I think I'm folding too. It's an interesting question. We can see.
What do you do with tens?
Yeah, tens is the harder one. I think nines is I'm finding the folds, jacks I'm not. Tens is the ones that I'm watching the stats.
Yeah.
I'm watching
That's where
the
I'm at
random
too.
generator.
I'm
You
calling
waste you use the
Jack-
time bank.
jacks plus an ace king for sure. Tens, I'm in a blender, and I'm folding both ace queens.
Yep. Agree. Probably around 80 left or 80. Well, if let's see. How does the hand end? Can we see like the river if the short stack loses?
I
So
think
I
I'm
go-
folding tens because I don't think button is jamming like eights for sure, and maybe not nines.
Okay, I can see in what position and Shuna ended. And who? Okay, he ended 74, so they were 74 left. You can put that. Same thing.
No, it's 75, right? 75.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Next. We got an open. 2.1. And then jam. Then
An over.
jam.
Perfect.
We bet all in.
Nothing.
We have 3 all ins. That should be it. So EP, that's our raising range. Let's run everything a little bit. So EP, that would be our raising range. A little bit noisy still. That stuff is gonna disappear. Oh. Alright, oh, it's gonna be a long one. So what's your guess here on the calling range?
Again, 10-10 is probably border and then ace king.
I think tens is folding because I don't think button is jamming eights and probably not nines.
Yeah, makes sense. So probably ace king plus and jacks plus.
Plus ace king suited.
Okay, this is it, I think. So we got under the gun 165 big blinds. We got the hijack all in for 21. Here's 15. Best I could find for this one. Then the button. The button is also 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we nailed his range. It's tens plus an ace king, so
We are folding ace king.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that,
cool.
that would be the range. You said tens, you got it. Oh, ace queen suited folding. Look at this.
yeah.
What's the EV of calling ten?
Yeah. And the EV of calling ace king off here. Right? Yeah, ace king off is probably a fold.
Fortune.
Yeah, but you can say that you're gonna play the rest of the hand perfectly.
I wonder how this would flip if the stats were flipped if the big stack on the button was jamming. It's what, 21 and 18? I guess it's close. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not gonna make a big difference, right? Like the
Yeah.
decision to get in for almost all of your stack or all of your stack doesn't really change anything on the button. Right? Like their range should be mega linear here. Because they can't bluff the all in.
Yeah. I'm just surprised his range was 10s plus an ace king, and that's what our range is. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, we can't have the same range as the jamming range, or we're gonna lose money.
Yeah. Well, and that's why like ace king off was 0.03 or something, right? Like it's probably because there's dead money in the pot.
Yeah.
So this is for now, the jamming range for MP, and the really interesting part is the button, right? So the button. Very similar to the wizard, right? Tens plus,
Yeah, it was 10s plus an ace king. I don't think ace queen was in there.
and then. Back to EP. Ah,
Yeah, okay. That looks more
ooh,
like what I thought.
in the church. The church. The church is closed. No,
It's just a fold ace king here for me.
hmm,
Yeah,
10.
I would struggle to fold ace king suited here. But tens is a fold.
Ay, 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 ay. It needs to be run down, but it's not looking good. It's going away. Let's go jacks. There's no way you can fold jacks here. Like, really?
Yeah, remember with how tight their range is, when you have like jacks or tens, you kind of compress their range into having aces, kings. Right? And when
Jacks
you
are
have
coming
ace
back.
and king, you compress the range into more of having more jacks and tens. And so like that's why like ace 10, ace king suited is slightly more resilient. Right? Having jacks is really bad here.
Okay, very interesting hand. Lucas find a fold with his queen. I think it's close. But here. Not close at all. The church, jacks. Okay,
Good fold.
right. Let's run it down a little bit. Should we call this one?
I'm folding.
You don't need to.
Luca, what do you think about this one?
Well, if it's here, it's probably because I called. It's on the filter, right?
Good instinct.
I think it's close. Like, I think cutoff and button jam we call off 11. I mean, he should still be jamming suited jacks and suited queens. Suited tens even. King 10 suited stuff we dominate. I think it's close.
Okay,
Suited stuff we dominate.
What a sweat on that turn.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, jacks are back. King 9. A little bit loose, but okay. Get the king, too bad. Open small, raise. I might be tempted here to call. What do you guys do?
So this guy raised from the middle of the sandwich. Right? Like not really a spot where he's gonna have a lot of bluffs.
I
Right,
don't
so that
think
makes
we
it a
call because
very
of the
easy call
bluffs.
still. we
Yeah,
can
I
spike
think
the
we call
jack.
because exactly the pot odds tell us we need like 18.7% odds. I think just a jack gets you there.
Yeah, a jack would be 16%.
Plus the implied odds of the
Exactly.
35 behind.
If we hit, we fuck them.
It's a rainbow board too, so if you hit your jack, there's nothing we're afraid of. We can get max paid.
I mean, this is a spot where I'm folding Jack Queen, but calling King Queen, because he can be check raising Jack Queen here.
Totally.
Makes sense.
And that's
That's nonsense, Nick. You should call and spike your king.
Why would this hand be here, Lucas?
Why
we
we
have plenty of
wouldn't?
pairs.
Let's
What are
go.
we looking at?
We call. Why wouldn't we
Closing
call?
the action.
Set mining.
Oh, I thought he
Easy
had
call.
11 or,
No. One big.
or I somehow read 17. I was like, what are we doing? Yeah.
He jams for 177.
Okay, a little bet one, cheeky bet. The call,
Hit the 5 now.
I think we should jam to see where we're at.
no good. A6, alright.
Wow.
Would have been a nice jam.
That ace-6 bet is terrible, right?
Yep. So we flat.
Easy game.
Hello.
Open jam.
Merry Christmas.
Next
It's-
hand.
It wasn't
next hand.
enough, we just open jam. The guy
Oh,
hits
he
the
hit the
three
three.
too.
He hit the 3 for fun.
It is three.
Okay,
Could've
If
ended
it
up
went
with clubs and still
3-3,
lost.
that would have been the funniest.
Yep.
that's
Running
small.
quads.
Check raise, Luca, with no club.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, he says, yeah, my little Luca, what are you doing? 5 on the turn, I'm scared to press forward here, Luca.
Nah, I think I should. I don't know. Let's see what I did.
Check, whew,
Shutting down.
an 8,
Jam.
are you tempted? I'm tempted here.
I have bottom of my range. Like, what else are you jamming? I don't have
Oh.
a. No, it's good that I don't have a club.
It's, no, man. Now it's good you don't have a club, Jesus Christ, you needed a club to begin with, wow. Lucas, is this what you're doing when we're moving?
We can probably get away with check raising a little bit more.
Why does it think it's 6 max? Are we 6? Wow. Okay, so. Say we are chippy V 6. And then what kind of stack?
Jack button 25-50.
Oh, the thing is, it's multi-way at the flop, right? So it's not gonna solve that.
We can say that the small
Look,
blind.
you
was never
you
here.
gotta trust me. This is a nice hand. Just
Oh, I gotta trust you.
yeah, that's how it works. Do you
Okay,
have simple freeway?
okay, well,
If you don't
Let-
have
let-
simple freeway, just trust me. This is fine.
I have DTO. I have DTO, but every time I
Sure,
use
sure.
it from here, the whole thing crashes. But maybe
Look,
somebody
if
can
you
use
can
it.
if you can solve it, then that's better, obviously. But if you
Uh,
don't, just trust me. This is totally fine.
Oh, it's totally fine, I believe you.
Yeah, jam the river, standard hand. We have
I'm
aces, kings,
still
queens.
gonna
He
look,
doesn't.
my friend.
We jam the river, he folds. It's all good.
Okay, symmetric stacks, we're gonna have post flop. Not symmetric, right? Okay, so we said 25, 25, and then. Okay, they're all symmetric, I see. Um. Could we like look up at 25 and, yeah, I guess. For 26, we have anything at 26? 25 will do. So we got. A hijack, I mean, the hijack is probably not even gonna raise jack ten, right? Oh, he does. Okay, phew. And the button calls, we're heads up to a queen, 3-4 flop. So it is queen of heart, 3 and 4. Queen of heart, 3, 4. Reduce or 3, 4, 3, 4. And then. We check the button that's small. And then do we ever check raise with jack ten, no club?
Of course we do.
Of course
Oh,
we
no.
don't, Luca. What do you mean? Of course we don't. And you were like, we don't wanna have the club now.
Not on the river
Luca,
bluff.
Luca, a little bit flashy here. Alright, I knew that wasn't good. Alright, let's see how far you take it now. Five,
Our range.
give up. Oh my god, I'm at the bottom of my range. What have I done? Please check, Luca. Don't do it.
No, I did
Oh
it.
my.
It worked. This is fine.
It's not
Everything's
funny,
going according
Luca.
to plan. We're just. We don't have a club.
Oh my goodness, you get away with murder.
Come
Alright,
on. I mean, he would have jammed the turn if he had something, right? Or the flop. He has nothing. He's just having fun, man.
Okay.
He's just fishing, right?
okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's cap. We jam. It's all good.
What do you do here?
Forward, right? I just kidding.
Oh my
I don't know. I probably folded.
Thanks. You folded. No, okay. Check bet, call. Check, check. Check. You block here. It's very thin for a third pair. Very, very thin.
It's a diamond. Of course I block. I make him fold better queens.
I don't think so. I mean, you're just
Nah,
like block betting your kind of weak hand, no?
Yeah.
Okay, king, queen deuce. That's. You size up a little bit. I think I like that. But at this stack depth, maybe it's not good. Let's see. What do you think? You sizing up 17 effective?
Why not? I mean, I want to remove his check raise non all in, right? So, you want to take this pot, just, you got to put it up, bro. You're not gonna get away with it that easy.
Yeah, it's more like a bet small kind of spot. Sure, I thought. Just because I don't think you have any big bets because he's too short. It's just, if he was a bit deeper, I think you identify the texture well, But I think here,
I think it's
What
small
is that?
bet board.
yeah, small bit board.
No, even deeper still.
I don't think so.
Look at
100
40.
bigs, 50 bigs, you can size up here, easy, no?
Let's see.
Oh,
We
no,
have it open.
no. Make me use my buttons. Spins, you broke it. Oh. Absolutely broke it. Button, big blind. Button, big blind. Yeah. King of diamonds. Queen seven? No, queen
Three.
deuce.
Those.
And board has some big bets.
So many.
Yeah, so few.
Small bet board.
50? No, okay. Alright, I believe you. I thought like two high card was a good spot to size up a little bit, no?
You need the deuce to be an 8 or. Yeah, something like this, where it makes more straight draws.
Hmm,
Maybe like king 10 deuce, you do some 50, B50 stuff, where, yeah, I don't know.
alright. So we size up. Call, check raise. Ooh, got a fold? Okay, so you don't see that here. Now you do. Open to call. Check, check.
Boom.
Now you wanna bet? Call.
Yuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm betting this turn, actually. Yeah. Really weird line. What's going on here?
What happened? We
Shenanigans.
defended?
I believe we should
Alright.
just check turn. Check
Yeah.
turn and then call river, but. I mean. Yeah. It's a whatever hand, right?
I like check call 1 on the turn, and if he bets river, probably give it up. But I feel like people, did you look into this MDA, Louis? I feel like if you check flop, they check back, and you check turn to them again, they're stabbing like all the time with everything. So you can probably just like catch one bluff on turn and, or like whatever he has ace high.
I have the stat, I haven't studied it yet.
Okay.
So bet raise. You're in position. What do? You just call here?
We
you
have the four
again.
of diamonds. I don't know.
Oh,
It sounds like it could be a raise. A lot of rivers freeze the action. Like if he had, yeah, this is, I don't know. SPR1 if I make a click.
Yeah, everyone folds.
What
I
do you
don't know
guys
about
think?
this one, you know? I think I like calling cuz you allow
then-
them to.
But if you
push a
call
little
here,
bit.
do you have any value raising hands? Isn't this like top candidate of value raising?
In the sandwich here. With two players next to act, I'm not sure if we have much of a racing range.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe we don't.
I don't like this because like you have zero hands you want to raise as a bluff, right? Like
Yeah.
your flush
mm,
draws just want to
combo
call.
draw.
Yeah,
I don't,
bluffing
I
is
don't
probably
know.
not
What do
a.
you do with ace 3 of diamonds here? Are you
Yeah.
supposed to get it in?
Just call, play in position.
How do we range this Natsu Michan?
Like our
I mean,
range is so
it's
so tight
already
that wants to continue.
it's already a non-existing
It's off the
tree
rails.
because
The guy
you know.
donked, right?
Yeah,
And then got
exactly.
raised. Okay.
Like what do you do with ace
Huh.
jack here? I'm folding.
Folding.
No, well. No. Cause this donk guy can have like all sorts of garbage. It's ACR. And then the guy's just raising with, what, like, yeah, so how do we range Nat? Like, I think it's like queen jack plus, he's gonna do this
So
against the donker.
So if you fold ace jack, you only have set of fours, right? Because then you don't have queens plus.
Yeah.
You don't have pocket
Oh.
deuces.
Why don't we have queens?
You would three bet against an open from under the gun.
A lot of calling at first under the gun too. You should have. You
Well,
should have queens
Maybe,
still.
okay,
maybe not
let's
at this
say
phase of the game
let's say
though.
you have some frequency of queens. Okay, I'll take it. Then we only have queens and fours. Aren't we like being exploited if we fold ace jack? Like we are overdoing it. I mean, we can
I
find
mean, the
faults with
point.
jack, but I don't think like ace jack. Again, we are kind of freestyling here because the big blind dunked.
The point is
But-
we're exploiting the other guys because when it goes donk and then raise in front of you, how often is ace jack gonna be good?
I don't know. I think the guy that opened under the gun is still like representing top of the range and still saying, "Hey, you shouldn't dunk here. I'm punishing you," with a lot of like I don't know, king queen maybe, ace king. Like I don't like if he has like I don't know, ace king suited with a backdoor or with the ace of whatever flush draw there was on the flop, right with the backdoors. I don't think like he's thinking, okay, I want to make the other two guys fold. I want to maybe take it down right now. I have equity on the turn on some turns. Like I think there's a lot of combos that he can raise, which makes it
It's
more of
pretty
a call.
sketchy with two guys behind him still though. So I don't,
Yeah,
it
that's
depends on the guy. I think most people won't be that ambitious, but some people could. But I
that's where
still
I'm at. When
think
it
he can
goes,
have worse jack X, right? Like queen jack, king jack could do this potentially. I wouldn't fold ace jack
Yeah,
yet. Also in theory, queens are pure three bet if we're like in the money here, like sort of deepish, right?
yeah, there's probably like 4% of the field left, give or take.
I'm looking at one model, although
why
average
would you
stack
ever
might be
raise here?
lower, but
Lucas, if you think imposition's range is that wide, why would you ever raise a set here?
Yeah, that's a good question for sure. Yeah, because of what I said earlier, like, if we don't rate this for value, then we don't raise anything, right? This is like raising value candidate, and there's a lot of turns that freeze the action, and also I like if I call and let both guys realize equity. Big blind obviously has a lot of flush draws, a lot of like straight plus, sorry, flush plus gut shots. So. Yeah, I don't want to get them to realize their equity multi-way. I want to get the SPR close to 1 so I can jam on whatever turn I want to. I can
Like I feel like
Hmm.
really good players can find really big folds here versus us. Like
Yeah.
queens, kings can fold.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best line. I'm saying that's probably what I thought in the moment.
But also
But
when we, if,
it's
even if we
pretty face up.
only cold call, yeah, it's like alarm bells will be going off regardless, I would think, from a good player when we cold call here. And they'll still probably slow down often, but we still could get
Well-
another street from them and yeah, I don't know. I see merit for both sides here.
When we call, we can also have flush draws. Like we don't want to raise a flush draw here. Right? Like ace 10 of diamonds.
Right.
Are you
Well,
ever raising?
what he said earlier, like what are you doing with like ace 4 of diamonds, ace 3 of diamonds, ace 5 of ace 5 of diamonds?
I think they make
No,
okay
really?
clicks where you can, like, you could look really scary, you can get the guy to fold, and then you have super robust equity if called. But
And even if you
yeah,
get
again, I
jammed,
see
you're
both
you don't.
sides.
It's like the other hand I had like some gut shot plus ace high flush draw that I was happy if I get a jam. So yeah,
I do like the argument, especially four's no diamond, of kinda trying to box out zebra if he has a flush draw, if he has a straight draw, like, he's getting a very appealing price when we call. So kinda like a click.
it's like we're not gonna ever see an output for this. So
There's also, like, from tournament metagame perspective, there's a lot of value in just like winning 18 big blinds here and chipping up big time, even though we have
Yeah.
a super strong nutted hand, like, we're getting kinda deep. And it would be a shame to lose this pot somehow.
Okay. So It's up in the air. I would like to call here more than raise. But okay,
Very interesting spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not Tsunami Chan, by the way, is a weak reg. I just Google him,
Okay.
so
Okay, I don't know if I like it call here.
do you fold? Ace X suited?
Well, he makes it 2.7, has a really short stack. I don't know what to do here. I would probably fold, yes.
I would fold. When I see this, I assume it's a sizing tell.
Yeah, I'm
Until-
running filters right now for these kind of sizing issues here.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like
tell you
the
right
nuts
now,
every time.
Brazilians are unbalanced for their worst, the bottom of the range because they wanna get more folds, less three bets, so they are unbalanced to the bluffs, but the rest of the world. I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't think we're getting odds to navigate post flop versus this his stack depth, so I'm folding as well.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Tricky
oh,
stuff.
not this again. What the hell?
We flat three. Bet,
Let's click him
raise.
again, dude. Let's click him again.
Now you just call. I like that. Flush completes. It's a bit more tricky. I think we value bet still, at least one street. Wow,
Silver at 10, big time fish, as we can imagine.
I like that.
Donking going on.
I don't like the sizing. I think it's too big when the flush completes.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Range,
you
easy
fold.
fold.
Two, call. Yeah,
I would three bet the offsuit for sure. Early against early, like I have double domination and I also, well, not that much double domination, really. I have some double domination and I also have playability. Yeah, I think it's a standard call pre. Like I have a lot of calls early against early that are, so I'm not that capped really. Like I have, I don't know, probably jacks in my calling range. Ace queen,
mhm.
but probably. And I can bluff other stuff.
A little bit of aces.
What?
Oh,
Yay.
he goes. We go. Here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Oh,
He's had enough of your shit.
Yeah, enough of you.
that was,
Get out of
Weak
here,
stuff.
Luca. Oh, wait.
Bad
that was
timing
bad for
from
us.
his part.
Oh, winner still. Here we go. Jack seven off.
This is good. What do you mean?
Is it?
I mean, it's
Yeah, it
probably
should be
starting on
fine.
jack eight, but they don't three bet, they don't play good post flop. You can go a bit,
It's an expansion. It's fine.
yeah, you can go a bit wider.
Yeah, you play it. What's your strategy with aces here? Do you play them all or?
Ace X,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm never folding. The worst one I'm doing as a three bet bluff,
okay,
and the best ones I'm three bet valuing.
okay.
So I think ace seven, ace six, ace two soft could be a three bet to like 6 blinds, even like 5.5.
Probably 50.
29, Natsumi-chan, the guy I just kicked out with aces, he left 30, so there's probably like 29.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, the more
Okay.
reason I wanna make a three bet. They think there is more ICM that there actually is 29 left being a short stack. Like they wanna make chips to reach the final table and the big payouts. They overfold probably under 4 bet. So I don't know if I three bet this. I hope I did. I like a three bet here to 6 blinds.
Okay, so open and then let's see the big blind defend range. Low jack. That would be him. Is it? Cutoff, hijack, low jack, and they're gonna one, yeah, so him. Wait, not MP. Yes, MP. Wait, okay, perfect. So MP raise. Run it down a little bit. So MP raise two big blinds. That's gonna be roughly its raising range. Ooh. So the C stands for conversion,
Convergence.
conversions, and the I is for.
Level.
Intersection.
It's an L.
CL.
Yeah. It stands for Louis.
Convergence level.
Convergence level, right?
And that's the most important thing we learned this morning.
It's really an L.
Who?
I think it's an I.
I don't
Convergence.
remember. Galen would know.
Convergence interval.
I think it's an L because the I would start a pip lower.
Hmm.
I don't know, Galen's snubbing us today, so.
Yeah, see where
Mr.
the
Rich.
C, how low the C reaches? I don't think it's reaching that low because it's not a cap. So,
You're saying a capital I would be taller?
yeah,
Okay.
He's
I buy
saying the
that.
eye is uncapped.
I'm all in. If you're on cap, I'm all in. No, I wait, I check. I check. Okay, so from here, sub three. Yeah, convergence interval, right?
What the f-
Oh,
Sorry.
Danny. About to get the mute. I muted Dooley this morning. What was he saying? He was saying, oh, let's run that hand, nah. I was like, come on, Dooley. Too early for that. Okay, now what does the big blind range looks like? Okay, you're playing all aces.
You muted Dooley and what, did he leave or he's gone now?
Sadly. Okay, so you wanna rip some little pairs, wanna rip some aces. Actually, like, yeah, you're just cranking with the offsuit ones and you're actually ripping the wheels.
told you. And you can overdo it.
Because you need the extra equity from the suited part when you're called.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
3-bet-6.
This is a great 3-bet though. I would 3-bet this one.
Yeah.
6.5.
we go for a little 3-bet. That's right in.
Fuck this dude.
Open
Ooh.
jamming, very
Yeah.
ambitious.
Very smart. Very studied player, actually. I think this is just theory. Good. We could run it though.
Oh, 6-5 off was there.
Whoa,
That's the guy who was dunking every big blind. Fuck him.
that was a terrible play.
What a gift.
Yeah, as you can see, they suck at 88 also. Fishes be everywhere. What was his name? Zebra 10.
I don't know that I hate his call.
What are you gonna do here?
Oh,
Okay.
3 bet, 7 point something.
You're not gonna jam?
Oh, nice. That's one that I don't
Just
always
Oh,
find.
Is jamming a bad idea here?
yeah.
Yes,
You sure?
Yeah, you wanna
I'm
jam
not
like
sure.
suited kind of highs, ace X, pairs. I don't think you can start grabbing from the shitty king X.
Okay,
Shitty king X are the ones you wanna 3-bet bluff, I think. Like one low, one high of suited to balance the top of the range. A blocker but shitty.
alright, so that gives us a good idea of the pre-flop range. Now, let's see this one. How many left, you think?
The guy we just busted with 6-5 offsuit left 23, so I would put 22, 21.
22. Alright, the open is 3.
3x from the small.
It's just gonna be one flat or 1-7 big blind,
A 7.
all
no,
in.
sure. Point something, I think. 7.5.
7.5.
You should put a normal, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. It's gonna, yeah, whatever.
Oh, you could also put a link from the open, so it's more constructed or not. That's what you were gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah. One limp. No, I was gonna say, a min raise as well for like the other players, but they don't really matter, I guess.
Yeah, I should have maybe found the 3-bet.
Okay, let's run the whole thing real quick. Probably not gonna be a big one.
Howdy. How's it going? Alright. Are you at?
Oh, pretty ICL. Also, do you wanna finish today, Luca?
Your choice. I have to go in an hour and a half, in like 90 something minutes, but
I think we have
But-
maybe an half an hour more,
you,
depending
Did
on
you
how many.
allow the guy to call the 4-bet?
Yeah,
Or allow us to call the 4-bet? Okay.
king 4 of.
Well, I guess we better plow ahead while it runs if you wanna finish.
I guess, right?
What? Wait,
You flop folded,
did I? But hitting the 4?
you bet super big.
Oh,
Well,
you like
yeah,
spotted it? Oh.
I've seen that the MDA that is most unbalanced in the field is the big sizing on the blinds. That's probably what I overfolded. Generally, they're unbalanced with the big sizings. They are way more lean toward value. They don't bluff enough with the big sizings, but in the blind war, it's just the most unbalanced. They always have it. Or at least last year.
Mhm.
Strategy, yeah. Yeah, 3-bet or call.
Well, wait. Like that sub tree, let's run it a little bit. When we raise, the big blind response. Could be similar to this. You don't have any jams. So you were right. It's only picking 7.5. So why you say that? Why you go 7.5 here?
Well, that's the only size you gave him. It's not the one that it's picking. If you put like 4 sizings, then it will use the one that is most appropriate.
Yeah, but what I mean is, in my mind.
There's all in
um,
size,
Yeah,
which
in my
doesn't
mind,
get
there
picked,
was
right?
some jams.
Yeah, because like top of our range wants to induce him to jam lowers, but also the bluffs don't wanna go too deep because it's like it's not really a bluff if you jam, right? Your qualities are another, right? You wanna be having suited and equity and dominating and stuff.
Okay. Tens, jam, feels like an easy call. What's the worst pair we call here? Like all pairs, I
No.
guess?
But the thing is, the worst pairs just jam. We just jam. We
Mhm.
want to start open calling the better ones. I think also like pocket. I don't know. If you have a lot of overcards, more overcards than undercards, you probably want to start just jamming. But also, it's about how many hands we dominate that they jam. Like if you have pocket sixes, they're not gonna have many undercards to the six that they jam. So we can just jam. But if we have pocket tens, they might have like king nine suited, a lot of ace x suited, a lot of under pairs.
Okay,
That's the reason. And also like if we jam like pocket sixes, we make him fold probably pocket deuces and freeze when we really need the.
looks like you got scammed. Call him an major.
I mean, I've scummed some.
Ooh, the junk, gonna raise? Yeah. Called. Now do you
Oh, I
raise?
remember this hand. This guy's a reg. I remember him.
Would
We're
you
like
raise
two
this one?
final tables.
Yeah, I like raise.
I like call. This
We
seems
have a
like
weak eight, we have no heart. We'll have plenty of overpairs that wanna raise here to support. I mean, it's not even a bluff, it's like just thin.
Are you raising all your eights?
The thing is, if we
Probably.
raise, I think
No,
he's
call it.
jamming a bunch. Like this is probably like, yeah, like a lot of draws maybe. Oh, I
Call it
remember this
9,
hand.
10, 8, jack 8.
This is an
Somewhere with
easy
a
call in
heart.
my mind.
You never raise her, Nick?
It's our worst eight. Why would we raise?
Cause the 3 doesn't interact with much with any of his like. Stabs that are gonna have high equity against us.
I think it's like both
Um,
value and protection. Cause
What do
Yeah.
you do when you get jammed on?
Fold.
Call,
we don't fold.
call.
I feel like that's a nightmare to raise call up with this because he just has a lot of better eights and stuff with very high equity against us.
Okay,
Yeah,
This guy
we're
has no
never
business
crashing.
donking here.
That's true.
Yeah,
You want to raise eights that can call off a jam and get value from worse eights.
I remember.
Look at this bullshit. You raise flop, you win.
yeah.
Nick, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna call 8-9, I'm gonna call 10-8, I'm gonna call jack 8, I'm gonna call 7-8, I'm gonna call the middling
I
ones
think-
that are like blocking his bluffs, that I turn 2 pair when he hits, where I like have a heart in my hand, stuff like that. And then I'm gonna
we
raise the
see
good
a-
ones, raise the
Do we
shit
see a
ones.
just chippy V solve of that post flop?
Yeah, let's see. I'm very curious. Does he even get to dunk at all? Like, it's gonna be slivers.
He won
I
a
He
think.
Venom.
shouldn't. He shouldn't do it small.
Man, why is he playing this? He won a Venom like 2 years ago.
Could raise
Wasn't
after
a limp pot.
50-50.
Huh? No, we ISO'd.
Oh,
How do you think it got to 7? That's why I'm raising. Like we ISO'd, he's donking into us. I have
He
like
does have a lot
top
of
pair,
donking.
vulnerable as shit, unblocking every bluff, like. Let's go.
Not to the sizing he used. But he does have a lot of donking. But is this GPB?
Yeah,
Looks like the ace eight deuce just calls.
9-8 more calls, 10-8 more
Wait,
calls.
no, three
The
doesn't.
little ones called the most though. Alright. Fine.
Yeah, that's called reverse linear.
What is 8-3-0 doing, Louis?
A lot of calling with some jamming, some, it's like
50-50.
using every raise.
That's not 50-50. It's mostly calling.
Mostly
I see.
calling.
Yeah,
Kind of.
it wants the three of hearts.
With the 8 of spades, you can get a little bit frisky.
Eight of spades, three of hearts is the.
It's like the 4 of hearts,
Yeah, or the eight
the
of
3 of
spades.
hearts. The 5 of hearts. So the 8 with the heart. Quit playing games with my heart. Okay, so one heart in your hand here.
The
That's
eight
all
of
you need
spades.
to raise the flop.
No, the ace of spades is also more propense to raising.
Yeah, right? A little bit. A lot, actually.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm always,
Um,
I like raising here
but
because of this.
you're quiet again, Lucas, by the way.
oh,
Even
If
with the
you
ace eight, still the majority is just call though.
Yeah.
Like you're playing,
Jamming is
against-
pretty sweet though. I'm gonna keep that in my pocket.
you're playing
Apple
against
style.
Apple styles.
he's not that bad.
Very famous guy.
Very famous fruit.
Apostiles.
Is this FT? No, right?
Let me
Where
see.
does Kuwait ends? Oh, no, never mind. Oh,
Oh.
upset.
No, he ended 13.
Heads,
Spoiler alert.
Okay,
We're short again.
we push. Think I like that. What do you guys think? Everyone push.
As long as Zazel is opening, like trying to steal often enough. Some people are a little imbalanced with their min raise off short stack.
I'm just gonna call right.
Ugh,
yep, just call.
what
You
happened
can't.
here? Whoa, he has the micro bluff. What's going on?
He should have
He's
He
jammed.
tried to make it look milky, huh?
Yeah, he should have put you in, but then,
Yeah,
even
jam
then,
clear, call.
what are you doing with that, right? You just call.
Oh, it's kind of a gross spot. If he jams.
Yeah, I have to fold and hate everything. Curse at the world. Is this a check fold?
Yeah. Think so. Think you, if you wanted, you have better aces, right? That can make a backdoor straight or a wheel.
Yeah, makes sense.
Was his,
I don't know how ICM changes that, but I think Chippy V you're probably calling
Makes sense.
if you wanna look, Louis.
was his, bluff with the ace five at that size on the river ill-advised at best?
Yeah,
Or was it
Definitely.
sensible at all? Cause it made no
Yeah,
sense to me at all.
like.
definitely.
you
If you're
put-
gonna try something, put it in.
Yeah, that's what it seemed
Yeah,
like.
especially with ace high. Like ace high don't wanna bluff, but if like, let's say three spades came and you have the ace of spade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Louis.
But you gotta get fold.
No, Lucas, what are you gonna do? So you finish
Call it off.
in Hunter Ivy.
Finish him.
Where does
Call-
Hunter Ivy finishes?
Call hit a king. Hunter Ivy.
And
11.
call hit a 5.
Let's see if he lost. If he lost, then we're 12 left. Well, we're probably 12 left. I mean, there's 6 on one table, probably 6 on the other.
You have to see if he wins the hand or not, Louis, before you ask that.
Yeah, we fuck him up.
Oh, okay.
12 left for sure.
So we got
No,
12.
11 left. Yeah, he ended up 11, so 11 left.
Well, but 12, oh, right, okay, 11. You're right.
We fuck him up. Delete everything and just put all in.
Open all in.
Let's fuck him up. Yeah, it's an interesting spot.
Every king in me.
Call fuck him up.
Making $80 falling here.
Can't win if we fold.
Little cheeky bet, I like that. Turn double barrel, very nice. 2-16. Pocket kings, happy days.
He lives on 10th position. Final table.
Alright, final table. Open at 6, a little bit wide. Are you chip leading?
I
Almost.
am. Well, the chip leader is on my right. He folded, so I am now.
You basically got the best seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no mulligan like on GG. You get what you get.
I think this is standard.
This is wide.
This is
Well,
great.
No,
Look at the
Run them
bottom.
over.
The bottom has 1 blind. The small blind has 4. Fuck him.
also
Okay.
the
Yeah.
way you expand, when you start to expand your range at ICM, you pick those blocker. Offsuit
Yeah.
aces.
Can't fold any ace right now.
Right.
I don't
If
think I
you
can
ran
fold
this
any
one,
king.
can you
with-
run that one? Like, can we see how wide exactly we can open here? Cuz I'm curious, like, is it over 60%? How crazy do we get?
I think I'm opening like king deuce off, maybe. Why not?
Let's take a peek. It might take a minute, but. Give them like a 6 and a jam, 5 and a jam.
3. 2.
2,
Two is
1,
alright.
2.
You're not gonna get.
Does it count as
even-
a flat if the other guy goes all in along with, I don't think
No,
they
that's
count
a
that as a
4-bet.
flat.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a 4-bet jam.
So I think you can get away with just one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you're not
One.
gonna get the guy
Yeah, I
to my
don't know.
left to
Whatever.
3-bet, another one to call, me to call. That's not gonna happen.
Uh-oh, it's gonna be a dirty one. A long dirty. Gotta
This
clean
is
it
just
up.
more of an experiment, like when we have time, low priority.
You gotta clean it up.
See how
Run
crazy we get
over.
there.
It's queen.
You can start it on the subtree where it's on us, actions on us.
Yeah.
Happy days. Chip up and ladder. Induce. You probably jam like so much in that one too, but that one's so good you induce. I like it. Like here you can jam, right?
Yeah.
If you're really getting after it. I love this. Alright, way to go. You're locked in. This guy wants to step in front of the train? What you got, 1+1?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, maybe that's a
Okay.
little bit aggressive.
I like it.
Nah, I think you can go with some queen.
The
X.
guy's over there with 3 chips. 7 chips over there.
Yeah, and
Like,
even if I
this
lose
guy's
any all
puking,
in,
putting in queens.
This guy,
I'm
yeah, he's
still-
gotta have queens here.
He's puking.
yeah, and even if I lose any of the all-ins, I'm still chip leading with the second and chips to my right. It doesn't change the situation in the
No,
worst
Louis,
case
the
scenario.
next guy. Run the subtree for EP.
Oh,
Fucking Louis, man.
same,
Yeah.
it's the same.
It should be much wider because the first guy has us right behind him, but now we're
Yeah.
free to go crazy.
Exactly.
So
fucking-
all aces here are gonna be profitable. Ace deuce off. I think that's a little bit enthusiastic, but. Sure. Alright. So this one, I don't know. You guys say it's a good open jam for this stack deck? I think I would
I
dodge.
don't know, maybe now that I've seen,
I would dodge
Huh.
because if you open, you gotta call. No,
Jam.
it's not the right time to start to run them over, right?
Why not? The
Why
2.8
not?
already folded. 7 folded.
Just feel like three short stacks like this, they have,
Look, they have like, how do you say, like escalative ICM. Like the guy falls, the 1+1 falls, and Snow will fall because we might get he might get a page jump against Able Styles. If he falls, then Able Styles, it's also gonna fold a lot because he has now 3 shorter stacks than my Buster next hand. I think any like one high card with a suited can jam here. And as I said before, if we lose this spot, whatever, we're still chip leader. Doesn't change much.
okay,
I think I'm gonna run it. Queen 6 suited. Where the fuck are you? 50.
and number 121.
Fuck
Oh,
this.
yeah, not sure about this one. Okay, here we wanted to see how wide we open, so rough idea, this is gonna be it. This is not a final range.
not that wide.
As you
yeah.
see, you open all the aces. Alright, that was the idea. A little bit of queen six now. Queen six.
Queen
After
6
seeing
suited,
that,
go.
I'm not sure about this.
So we could go two big blinds. Or we could go all in. Right? Then
Allow like,
three flats.
hmm. Well, if they rejam again, it's not a flat, so I don't think those, you can make those lower, it'll help you save the tree. Save the trees, Louis.
You guys say the
Like,
tree.
I think you can just put one flat for each of them. And it should be fine.
Oh, I'm okay with saving the trees.
Eh,
So we are cut off.
We're cut off.
Okay, so cut off
Run
seems
that
to
sub
be,
tree. Oh, yeah.
so what do you have? Queen four, queen six? Queen six. Very good jam for this spot, as we see.
jam everything. Fuck him.
It is really like jam everything.
Really unlucky that this guy woke up with queens too, out of all the three. And he has the most pressure on him. He has to call the tightest of those three guys, like. Can we see, actually, you have it open while it's running. What's his bottom of his call range, the button there? Once we jam it. 8s plus?
9s, yeah, 8s is
Nines.
breaking even, and ace jack suited. Ace-10 suited is breaking even.
Small blind is really short, so that's his calling range, big blind.
Mm-hmm.
So button has two players left to act to worry about, so he should be the tightest.
He's also
Yeah.
in better chip position,
Yeah, that's the,
has more ICM pressure.
he's going all in for more chips. The other guy's like 4 big blinds deep, has to go.
Okay, can you really three bet here?
Ugh,
Uh, I mean, this combo's out of line, but I'm sure it's a spot where you can go pretty crazy. You want a blocker generally. Suited ace, suited king,
Not a big fan, yeah,
suited ace.
but Luca, what do you have to say about it? In your defense?
I don't know, you gotta be pretty aggressive here. If I lose 5 blinds, it doesn't matter. Post flop, it's also gonna be, I mean, we're just looking at the hands that IBPIP. There's probably a lot of stuff going on the final table that I'm taking notes and like, hey, he's opening a lot, he
Hey,
shouldn't.
you don't remember?
No, it was like 10 days ago, but no, I don't remember this hand.
Poor defense, Lucas. Okay, all in. This is pretty good. Except that we don't win. Jamming again. Okay, so he. It's a straight.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
I like the way you play your big stack, actually.
oh man,
Oh, what a flop when you
Oh,
raise the. Oh, when
What
we
did
get it all. Does he have
We
a better
still
seven?
have it,
No.
crazy.
Dude, this guy could
Make
have
a
folded
mistake on
flop
the flop,
and
yeah.
been in the tournament. He has no club, queen high.
yeah, he knew you were out of line. He just didn't know how out.
Big stack
that the-
domination.
With the big stack domination, was the 10-5 too much, or is that like
I
just
don't,
fine?
I don't think there's anything that is gonna be too much here, Scotty.
Okay,
Hmm,
just while that guy has
Deuce,
big blind, you can just do
all
anything.
in.
He's just drilling it.
I prefer all in with the ace queen O, but it's splitting hairs.
Oh, no.
You can three bet small with some like ace queen suited and whatever.
I,
But I
around
guess
this time, I
three-handed.
rejected a deal.
Hey,
And I would have won 2 more thousand.
Two more?
Yeah, like 17 point something, point six,
Oh.
something like that. And then
uh. You wanna bust this guy and then do a deal, but he hits the flush.
yeah, that was the plan. That actually happened. I passed him, made a deal. I mean, the other guy passed him, I think.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
big double barrel, nine of spade, pretty nice here. Oh,
Damn.
no way, had to pair.
For the
Oh,
click, I
okay,
remember
okay,
this.
tell us about this one. Raise,
Well,
3-bet, 4-bet.
sure, fuck him. Why not? Blockers, he's gonna three
Yeah.
bet fold a lot.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that with aces, kings, ace, king, queens. Why not jack, king?
It would have been nice if A-tunes had a fewer chips to do that. But still, good job.
Oh, I remember.
Ugh.
He hit the fucking
Ooh.
flip. And I think this is the last hand. Next hand, he busted the other guy. We made a deal. GG.
Oh, alright. Well, pretty nice, little game that gave you 15,000. And as you said, you would have like made like 17 had you accepted the deal.
Or 18 if I hadn't been fucked at the end.
Hmm. Oh man, very nice spot.
Thanks.
Still 15,500, so very nice game.
My biggest score.
Yeah, thanks a lot for
By the
sharing.
way,
your hands.
the three bet with Jack 9 off was out of line. I was just running it.
A little bit, yeah. Anything you wanna
Yeah.
say about this score?
I don't know. Hope I'll get another one soon.
Alright, man.
Ca-
Well, soon
can't
we'll
settle
review
for this.
your 10K score, so looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that one was fun. Big
Yeah,
buy-in, lots of regs, lots of things that good players do.
yeah. Alright,
Thanks
man.
for sharing, man.
Thanks a lot,
Oh,
everybody. Thanks for
also,
sticking around. If you're
the
still here on
315
YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, check out our
Li-
sponsor, pokercoaching.com.
and leave a comment and I'll send you money.
Leave positive critics and send me your PayPal address. Have a good one, guys. Take care.